On this week's Simply Ridiculous show, Teresa May describes herself in a few words.
I'm a proper bitch.
She decides what she's going to do to Jeremy Corbyn.
I'm going to cut off his dick.
And she gives the public advice on the way forward with Brexit.
You have to have confidence in my bollocks.
Also, this week sees the introduction of a new and exciting segment of the show called Simply Ridiculous Film Farts. This week's film is Top Gun, starring Tom Cruise. Coming up. Initially, we had planned on interviewing Andy Murray, but he proved to be so fucking boring that we had no choice but to move on to interview Teresa May instead, who was, surprisingly, more interesting. Coming up.
Simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous.
So Teresa, after all this Brexit bollocks, what can you actually say that we all have confidence in?
And now we all have wild confidence in marbles.
What are the British politicians actually doing in Downing Street? I don't know, to ensure possibly that maybe the elderly have some heating in their homes this year?
And when it's cold, we have a cup of tea.
Is that it? So what in the name of fuck is going on with Brexit?
And now I have a fucking wet foot because of Brexit.
You didn't really answer my question, so what's the story on Brexit? You know, the people want to know.
No change.
No change?
No change.
So, what do you suggest is the next step?
Replace me urgently.
Anything you want to share with the British public?
I have a willy.
You have a willy?
I have a willy.
Okay, what are you known as around Parliament?
A bicycle.
A bicycle?
A bicycle.
Why? Actually, don't answer that. So, how in the name of fuck did you get promoted to Prime Minister?
It's because I'm a witch.
So basically, you're evil and you're going to do everything in your power to further aggravate the Brexit situation.
Whatever happens, you won't win. I'm a predator, believe me.
What do you believe in?
I believe in misogyny.
Why?
Because I am a traitor.
So, Teresa, you seem to me to be a supporter of verbal diarrhea.
I talk shite, totally.
What are your thoughts on Maggie Thatcher?
Whatever happened to that bitch?
She's dead now, Teresa. I know that she did used to have Jimmy Savile round to her house for Christmas every year when that cunt was alive.
Whatever she said, she was a bitch.
You're a career politician. Well, I mean, what have you got to say about that?
That's why I'm a fucking poor role model.
What do you really enjoy?
Food.
Food?
Food.
If you were the referee in a fight between Jeremy Corbyn and Boris Johnson, and Boris had Jeremy on his last legs, what would you say?
Finish him.
Is it not evident that the whole media storm around Brexit has simply been used as a major distraction to ensure that we will stay involved in the political game just while you motherfuckers run off with all the money and stroke our taxes?
Well, that was the game.
I think it's time that we rename Downing Street to something more appropriate. Have you got any ideas?
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street, fucking bang on, bunch of muppets.
Sorry.
Too late for that. How would you describe the British politicians?
We're a bit silly. Really, we're a bunch of rats.
Where do you do your shopping?
Sainsbury.
How would you describe yourself?
I'm a proper bitch.
What will you do after this interview?
I'm going to pass some wind.
Anything else?
I'll be rubbing my tits free.
Please don't. What do you always do before any speech?
Finger myself.
Jesus, Teresa, too much info, you crazy bitch. How do you feel about enslaving the human race?
Just marvellous.
No doubt. What do the British public need to do going forward?
You have to have confidence in my bollocks.
Did you have a good relationship with your father?
I killed his fish, then murdered him.
Now, how did you feel when he died instantly?
Disappointed.
Okay. How does a woman like you ever become Prime Minister?
It is an enigma.
How did you ever even get into 10 Downing Street?
The door was left open.
What was the first thing you said in the Houses of Parliament?
Oh my god, these jeans hurt.
Could you describe yourself just one more time?
I'm a fucking wench. And thank you, hiss hiss.
What's your nickname in Downing Street?
Razor tits.
What do you love to consume on a daily basis?
Cheesy cock.
Anything you want to say to Boris Johnson?
You've got great tits. I'll leave you alone.
Have you any final thoughts on Maggie Thatcher?
She's a wee skivvy.
Any advice for the public?
Respect your wee shovel.
How will you tackle Jeremy Corbyn going forward?
It's time to operate. I'm going to cut off his dick.
Can you share any interesting facts about British athletics?
Mo Farah is a fish.
And have you any final words for the British populace?
See you all for breakfast.
On this week's show, we extract some life lessons from Top Gun, the fighter jet action classic from 1986 starring Tom Cruise. Great balls of fire.
Simply ridiculous film farts. Simply ridiculous film farts. Simply ridiculous film farts. Simply ridiculous film farts. Film farts.
What's that? How do you start a conversation with a migratory aquatic bird?
Talk to me, Goose.
What's that? What should you offer to do when your mate buys you potatoes for dinner?
I'll clean them and fry them.
What's that? You want to remember how you felt the first time you watched girl-on-girl porn?
Oh shit, there's two of them.
What's that? What do you think to yourself when you see a man identifying as a woman?
Shit, what's he doing?
What's that? You tried to blow your nose and the tissue wasn't strong enough?
God damn it, this bogey's all over me.
What's that? You've just spotted a really fit woman?
I'm going for missile lock.
What's that? You're a straight man and you've accidentally walked into a gay bar only to be greeted by one of the regulars?
Missile lock on us! Get away from this guy!
What? And then your mate gets groped by a gay guy?
The hell is this shit? He's engaging me.
What's that? What do you say to yourself after you fart in a heavily crowded area and blame someone else?
Jeez, I cracked myself up.
What's that? How do you feel when you've pulled a hot bird, you're back in the bedroom and you can't hit a fucking hard on?
Ron vapor, cougar.
What's that? You've just taken a selfie riding a motorbike backwards whilst blindfolded?
Your ego is writing checks your body can't cash.
What's that? What should you definitely not say to a woman when she compliments you on her new shoes?
Gives me a hard on.
What's that? Your girlfriend just told you she's pregnant and she's told you it's an accident?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, you kill me. You really do. That's him, Iceman. That's the way he flies, ice cold, no mistakes. Just wears you down. You get bored, frustrated, do something stupid, and he's got you.
What's that? The karaoke's finished and you still want to sing?
Thank you.
Baby, I'll get down on my knees for you.
What's that? What do you say when the goose you had a conversation with earlier is going through a relationship breakup?
All right, talk to me, Goose.
What's that? What will Jesus say to Satan when he comes back?
You can run, kid, but you can't hide.
What's that? And what will Satan say to Jesus when he comes back?
Jesus Christ.
What's that? How does the average person feel when they lose their driving license because of drink driving?
Goddamn son of a bitch.
What? How does the average person feel when they get their license back after a drink driving ban? What's that? How does the average person feel when they go to court, defend themselves and get to keep their license? Have you ever tried to eat the air just to impress your friend? What's that? How does a sexy frustrated gay man express himself?
I want somebody's butt. I want it now. I've had it. I want some butts.
What's that? You want me to show you an example of the stereotypical high five used to reinforce a sense of manhood and male social acceptance in today's society? What's that? What do you say to your mate when he admits to sleeping with a known slut without using any protection?
You made a bad choice.
What's that? What do you think to yourself when your kid's face is covered in snot?
I've got my eye in the northern bogey.
What's that? What do you say to yourself when your 2-year-old goes down the stairs backwards on their belly for the first fucking time?
Damn, this gets good.
What's that? What do you say to yourself when you're in traffic and some motherfucker pulls out in front of you?
That son of a bitch cut me off.
What's that? What do you keep saying to yourself when you're having sex but you just can't reach that almighty climax?
I need another 20 seconds, then I've got it.
What's that? How do you feel when you're 5 years into your marriage and your wife turns into a controlling demon?
Losing control. I can't control it. It won't recover.
What does your mate say about the situation?
This is not good. This is not good.
And what does your other mate say about the situation?
Mayday, mayday.
What's that? How do you feel when you're in a heated argument with your ex and she starts to win?
I can't reach the ejection handle. I can't reach the ejection handle. Eject.
What's that? What do you scream into yourself when you're sitting beside a fucking melter on a long distance flight?
I can't reach the ejection handle. I can't reach the ejection handle. Eject.
What's that? What might the average man say when his wife leaves him for a local golf pro?
I think maybe it was my fault. I don't know what the hell went wrong.
What's that? What do you think to yourself when you see a man being bullied by his wife in public?
Come on, get in there. Engage.
What's that? What do you shout when you see someone happily cleaning their car?
Flush that sucker, yeah!
What's that? What do you say to your mate when he tells you he's getting married?
Gonna do what?
What's that? How do you feel when you buy a meal at a restaurant and they forget to charge you for the fucking drinks? What's that? How do you feel when you order a regular McChicken sandwich meal and they give you a large and a free packet of McNuggets by accident? What's that? How do you thank your mate when he makes you a bacon and egg sarnie with a cup of tea and throws in an additional Mars bar for afters?
I cracked myself up.
Hey you! Yes you! Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to have a laugh every 2 weeks on a Friday. The Simply Ridiculous show is here to fucking stay, and it's only going to grow over time. Be part of it.